Hello, here we go again. Are we on? I think we are. Hi guys, how are we tonight? Hello Marianne, hello Carlan, Gail Lindsay, hi Jennifer, Dundas, seeing you this week. Hi Heather, and there's my wee loves going up. Listen, guess what I've gone and done? I have put on, for the first time ever, false eyelashes. Can you see them? First time ever in my life. And I feel as if my eyes are sweating. Has anybody ever had sweaty eyes? I've got sweaty eyes. Hi, Michelle. I think I'm organised tonight, guys. I think I'm organised. I'll do some cards, of course. If anybody wants me to do some healing, put that in the comments, because you don't need your photograph for that. I can get your photograph after I do the live. So I can get your photograph after I do the live. So just if you want to do some absent healing, put it in this thing. So it all seems to be a bit complicated, but it's actually so simple. You have to watch me on this like page, and you have to comment in the comments with your photograph, date of birth, and your question over on my Ghost Whisperer page. Quite a few of you have managed to do that. So well done to those. Am I making it more complicated than it needs to be? Fertile. Hello, Michelle Berry. Is it complicated? So yeah, I'll do some cards. I will answer some questions, and we will do some healing. I'm just reading some of your comments over on my other computer. I am well, Caroline Crossy. Thank you very much. Hello, Shona. Myra Hanlon. Delaney, hi. I'm just going to call you Jekka, darling, because I can never pronounce your name and I don't want to offend you. Hello, Katie Long. Fiona Wallace. Hi, Cheryl Lang. Hello, Lorraine McCarthy. How's everybody tonight? Can you all hear me well enough? Somebody was mentioning last week that they thought I was playing music in the background. I am, because once again I've got my windows open and I don't want anybody outside listening. I had closed all my windows for a full week there because, as you know, Dolly brought a mouse in. She brought a dead mouse in one night, and the next night she brought in a live mouse. So, hiya, Kath McDonald, Kath, and Pamela Mossman, Fiona Wallace, hi. So I shut all my windows and I haven't seen Dolly for a week, but apparently she's been around. Hello, Jean Hill and Claire Phillip. Caroline Heap, looking beautiful, Katie. Oh, thank you, darling. That's awful. Is it my eyelashes? My eyes do feel very sweaty. I've got eyelashes on. First time ever in my whole 39 years. Hi, April. So that's why I've got this spiritual music on in the background, and it kind of helps me just to sort of calm down and stay relaxed and whatnot. So if it's bugging you, tell me. But yes, that's a few of you picked up on it last week. Hello, Lisa Marie Allen. Can you have a card tonight? Also some healing. Yes, you can. I'll put your name down. Hold on. You guys know what my memory's like. My memory is shocking. Hello, Carl Alexander. Hello, Hillary Island. Katrina Murphy. Hello, City. Hazel. Hi. Hi, Anne-Marie West. I'll just wait till I get some more of you on, and then I'll get started on something. I put your name on the healing, Lisa Marie. So far tonight for the healing, we have Tammy VanCamp, Rennie Malicone, is that? Malicone, Denise Turner, and Lisa Marie Allen. Alrighty. 70 people. Hello, Katrina. Oh, there's all those wee loves going up. Remember, I thought I was doing something wrong. So yeah, I've lost my cat. Don't know where my cat is. Hi, Fiona Hannah and Lynette Bradley and Alison Clarissa Willis. No, you're doing great. Oh, thank you, Pet. That's lovely. Hi, Selena Benison, Sharon Hannah, and Lisa McGurk. Hello. I've lost my cat. It's been missing for a week, but some of the neighbours said that they've seen it, but she's never come in. She got grounded, you see, because she kept bringing in these mice. So now all my windows are open in the hope that she'll come in with or without a mouse. So I'm starting to get a wee bit worried about her. So that's not good. So I'll pick a card for Lisa Marie Allen. Anybody else like a card? Excuse me. Helen Craig, so glad you managed to catch you this time. You're amazing. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hi, Maria Lyons. Heather Carr, hello. Tina Flanagan, yes, you can hear me good. Mary Mackenzie, hi. Big hearts from Claire Philip. Hillary Island, at least she didn't bring a frog. Oh, don't even. Natalie can't cut her grass. All the frogs seem to be, as you know, my daughter Natalie lives next door to me. All the frogs seem to be in there this year. She can't go out and cut her grass. Olivia's even threatened to go out or promised to go out and beat the grass in front of Natalie while she cuts it. She's still too terrified. My poor girl is terrified. So that's where all the frogs seem to be. Like, yeah, remember 2 years ago, the frog gate, absolutely terrifying. Dolly was bringing one in. Hello, my lovely Chris Cameron. How are you? And Joan Nielsen. I promise, guys, I'm going to get my eyes tested this week and get glasses. Louise Anderson, hello. Anne-Marie Connolly, hello. Lynette Bradley, I've spoken to you. Lauren Bonser, hello. Yeah, so yeah, we don't like frogs and we don't like mice. But I felt really, really guilty because I sent this poor mouse to its death because it was alive. It was in my bedroom and I couldn't have it. So I let Dolly take it out into the hall and I knew what was going to happen to the poor wee thing. But I did say an eternal rest for its wee soul. But there's been no sign of Dolly. So now I've got no Bryn and I've got no Dolly and I've now only got Athena's cat Murphy, who scratched me, as you know. I showed you last week. Look, remember I lost 40 pints of blood? We get. Okay, so how's everybody doing tonight? Are we all doing? We had a lovely weekend. Eleanor Woodside would love a card. I've got a reading booked for next week. Can't wait. Siobhan, I got your name right tonight. Siobhan Sioban McBurney. Can you put Mum on the healing? Jacqueline Archibald. I surely can. Jacqueline Archibald. Everybody had a good weekend? Hello, Belinda Monroe and Joan Nielsen. Joan Nielsen would love a card. So, Joan Nielsen, you shall have a card. Brenda Anderson, funny sweaty eyes. Honestly, look at them. Can you see them? They feel sweaty. And it's only since I put on these blasted. See, when you get older, ladies, you'll know this. When you get older, your eyelashes get tiny. I just hope I'm not like a big camel. But oh, Livy said one of them was Squint, but I don't think it's too bad for a first attempt. Hello, Miller Bennett. Anne McDonald. Can I have a card? Hello, Helen Craig. So somebody criticised last week because I seemed to do a lot of cards and not a lot of questions. Don't know if that was strictly true, but I will try and do a bit of both tonight. Okay. Hi, Francesca, Victoria Smith, Carol Jameson. Hi, guys. Right. So there's 92 of you now. Let's make a restart, will we? I've got on a new blouse. I've got another new blouse for you guys. You're costing me a fortune. But look at the sleeves. Here am I. The sleeves are huge. So if I go missing, then I'll be up my sleeve. Right, okay, so I'm going to start off with Catherine Smith. And I'm going to pull a card for you, Pet. Will I cope with all the changes that are going to happen? I know I have no control over this. Oh, you're so pretty. So you've got such a sadness in your eyes, Catherine. Are you here, Catherine? Are you on tonight? Hello, Wendy Melbourne Brown, Maria Lyons, Leslie Anderson. Hi. Leslie Henderson and Brenda Anderson, Janice Smith. Hi, Katie Megan. Susan Cullen. Hi, Susan. And Lisa McCourt. Hello. I'm just having a wee shuffle of the cards. So the first card that we pick out for Catherine Smith is the Queen. Hang on a minute, guys. I've just spelled all my cards. Let's start that one again. Hello, guys. How are we all? Let's have a wee shuffle of the cards, okay? And I'll pick out a card, and this is for Catherine Smith, who is asking, will I cope with all the changes that are going to happen? I know I have no control over this. The card that you've picked, Pet, is the Ten of Swords. That is a pretty rubbish card. This card does talk of painful endings. And I'm just looking at your eyes, and your eyes are so sad. You're deeply hurt. There's been disloyalty around you. I feel that these changes that have happened to you, yes, they're painful, but they were inevitable. It talks of ends. It could be a job cut or a contract end, but you can't change this. And that's pretty much what you're saying yourself. You've got no control over it. What you can do is you can change how you deal with it. It's accepting the inevitable. And another thing that this card would talk of is that the worst has happened now. I mean, there could always be worse, we know that. But the worst that could happen just now has happened. So there can be no more pain from this, Catherine. No more pain from this particular source. And always remember that each end has to have a new beginning. But it isn't a nice looking card. The Ten of Swords, wait a minute, still not get used to this back to front. See, he's lying there with these 10 swords in his back, and I'm guessing that that's how you're feeling just now. But looking at your photograph, you are a very, very strong girl. You've been through this, you've been through worse. So yes, I do think that you'll cope. I really do think you'll cope. How's everybody getting on with the giveaway? I've added extra 5 email readings. So for that, you have to share, and you can either copy or paste my URL onto your page. And I am checking up to see, because that's fair. So I've got quite a few people already that I know have shared, people like Tina and people like Renee, Denise Turner, Jacqueline Archibald, loads of you that have shared, so thank you for that. and I will draw that probably in maybe in a week's time or so. I'm going to start off answering another question again here now. This one is from, hang on guys, to get my, I'm working between so many devices. Sandra Clifton. Lost my husband and feel so lost and empty without him. Can you please tell me, is he okay and is he with family? I'm sorry, Pet, you've lost your husband. You obviously adored him. I feel that this is I'm feeling I'm looking at a big family here. Is this okay, this screen? Yeah. I feel I'm looking at a big family here. You're such a warm person, and family to you is everything. I'm just waiting to see if I can get your husband through. Yeah, he's here. He's definitely here. He's talking about, sounds like the name of a movie. Remember Paris? Is that the name of a movie, or did you go to Paris? I'm not sure where you're from. You were the love of his life, and he needs you to know that you were the love of his life. I often see really strange things, and after doing this job for over 30 years, I just blurt them out now because they always mean something. But I don't know why I see Snoopy and Charlie Brown. You know Snoopy the dog and his wee sidekick Charlie Brown. I'm hearing a lot of wheezing coming from your husband, so I'm presuming that this was a lung condition, but he was just a young man. And don't laugh at this, but it looks like he's getting a tattoo. I don't know the significance of that. Did he have tattoos? I take it he had tattoos. I know that he could be a really, really tough man outwardly, but he was a gentle giant inside. Certainly didn't take any BS from anyone. Hark at me not swearing, yeah. Hark at me being all unsweary. He's with a he's with a child. He's with a child, Sandra. A very, very handsome young boy. Such sadness over this young boy's death. I think your husband has sent you a couple of babies since his passing. Obviously not for you, but possibly for grandchildren. Is this a grandchild that your husband's with, Sandra? A wee boy, certainly. What age? I'm rubbish at aging. I would say that he's certainly under 10, maybe early primary age. He's talking about an older woman that's still alive, and she's in chronic pain. Is that his mum or your mum? And who was the builder? Picking up on a builder and the name Michael. Michael is with your husband. I also pick up on a grandmother. I pick up on the name Nan. I don't know if that's I don't know if that's Nan for grandmother. Like I'm Nana, so I don't know if that's Nan or if that's her name. She was always busy, and she's very much around your husband, fussing and making a fuss of him. So he has certainly been very, very well looked after. You have a son. This I feel. Your husband's slightly concerned about your son. Your son really misses his dad, but he's quite acerbic and he's quite cheeky. And I'm not loving his humour, and I think you need to stop humouring him. He's sharp and he's sarcastic by nature, but your husband says his daddy tells him he needs to be kinder to you. I hope that's not too critical. I'm also picking up on a daughter who your husband is extremely fond of. She's a very, very intelligent girl, gorgeous, and she understands you better. She's softer with you. So I hope that makes sense to you. I know that you've got a big family, and I know that you love your family, and I know that family to you is everything. But yes, I know that you miss your husband desperately. You were a power couple, that's for sure. You were very, very much in love. And as I say, he wasn't an old man when he died. So that is always sad. Always sad, because, as I keep saying, you know, you see these old bastards that live into their, these old gets that live into their 90s and go out in bits, and then these good men get, like my dad and your husband, all get taken too young. So I am so sorry for your loss. But suffice to say, he is around you and would appear to be getting a tattoo. So maybe you could let me know about that. Hi Janice. Hi Fiona Oliver. Hello Kirsty McGowan. How are we all tonight? I can't scroll back up there, you see, so I know that I've lost quite a few of you. Hello Lindsay. Let's have a shot at this. Galazi. Hi. Hi Kerry Campbell. Just having a wee scroll, guys. Just having a wee scroll. My music's not too loud, is it? Trina Flanagan from Ireland. My question is, will I ever have another child? My answer to that, Pet, is a very definite no. I do have a baby here in spirit. Did you lose a child, Miss Carrie? Or have a child that didn't, a pregnancy that didn't go full term? I certainly feel there is a child around you, but I don't feel that you will have another child. I take it that's not good news, so I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Okay, let's pull some cards out then. And we're going to do this card for... Where did I put my list? Lisa Marie Allen. Now something's come up on my screen. Oh. Oh. I can learn to understand you much better. I must have pressed the Alexa. Hope I'm not going to cut you off again like I did last week. She's asking what I can do for you. Right. Things go mad when I do these lives. That's it. She's gone. Am I still on? Yeah, I'm still on. Good. Right. So, anyway, So we're going to do a wee card here for Lisa Marie Allen. And hello, Mary Mills. I'm just having a wee shuffle. Shuffle, shuffle. I think you like to see me shuffling, don't you? So the card that we've chosen is the Queen of Wands. It's a good card. There we go. There she is. Look at the wee black cat. That's like my dolly. Is that where my dolly's gone? Dolly was pure black, except where she's got a wee orange patch where she had her hysterectomy last year, and her fur grew in sort of orange. So, Lisa Marie Allen, you're feeling a bit more like your old self, are you not? I think it's time to change your name to easily pronounce it. It says Jekaterina. Jekaterina. Hello, Stacey Craig Brown. Hello, Alison Simpson and Leslie Bell. Hi. Thanks for joining. Lisa Marie Allen. Something knocked the stuffing out of you a while back. But focus on the happy memories. This is a good card. Look at the sunflower. I love sunflowers. It's one of my favourite cards. Flowers. You see? She's sitting there quite the thing, isn't she? Can you see her? Or the wee black cat. The wee black cat, of course, talks about luck, as black cats do. Think of the happy memories, not the bad memories. I do feel that you've come through a bit of a battle, but you have bounced back, and that's fab. I also feel, I don't know if you're teaching somebody something just now, but I do feel that you're a very influential person to somebody around you. And it's someone this is someone you seem to be counselling somebody or supporting somebody, and they're finding you very influential and inspirational is the word I'm looking for. And I do feel that somebody close needs your counselling and compassion. So I hope that makes sense. But this is a good card because she's sitting there in her throne with her sunflower and her black cat for luck, holding her wand, quite content at last. Feeling just, all I can say is feeling more like yourself. You really have come a long way. You should be proud of yourself. You've come a long way and you've done well. So well done for you. And that was for Lisa Marie Allen. Okay. Okay, Joanne, hello, my lovely. I worry so much about my son. Will he be okay, both emotionally and physically? Could you post a photograph of your son, pet, as well? It's often children do come through because you're the mum, but if you could post your photograph, that would be great. Okay, let's see who else we're going to do now. Mayda McCabe. How can I stop the feeling of dread that comes over me when my 18-year-old is out with his pals? I worry something awful is going to happen to him, and he's going on holiday next year with his friends, and he's 18. You would be, I think I talked about this before, Maida, you would be absolutely amazed at how common this is. I spoke about this before when I first moved through here from Barhead to Tayport, where there was suddenly this harbour. Natalie was 4 years old, and I could not. Hello, Lynn Fulton Boyd. Did I go to school with you? Oh no, I got the wrong person. Somebody's saying she lives in Wormit near Dundee. Do you want to give my address away? No, I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding. Yeah, so when I moved through here, and I was absolutely terrified that something awful was going to happen tonight. She was going to be in the harbour. And every night I just couldn't get this out of my head, going round and round and round, until I eventually had to start to take positive action. And what I started to do was I started to imagine on her graduation day, and I imagined her on her wedding day and all this kind of thing. And the important thing, Maida, is do this with your son. Think about him when he's a father. Think about him when he's 40. Think about him at his 40th birthday. You've got to change this negative thought into a positive one, and it really, really can be done. He's a big personality, your son. He's very open, very funny, very popular, lots of pals. So, safety in numbers. I don't get bad vibes. I think he's a tender boy, though, and he's wise for his age. I've got good vibes about him. I'm more worried about you. So this is something that you have to practice, darling, is to try and think of something positive. The important thing is that you have to put yourself in the picture. So if you're imagining your son on his 40th, say, imagine the party, even imagine the party food, the venue, and put yourself in the picture. And every time this horrible, and it's a gripping, horrible fear that comes over you, and it's very, very common. A lot of parents, especially mothers, feel it. I can remember when I lived down in another house years ago, Natalie and her husband had Olivia and Athena, and they were going away out for the afternoon because I was working. And I'm busy waving them away down the drive. They were going to the Sea Life Centre at Queensferry. And I'm busy waving them down the drive. Bye, love you, mum, mum, mum. And then it dawned on me, my whole life was in that car. What if it crashed? So the whole afternoon was spent, they had crashed, they'd all died. I had to commit suicide because I couldn't live without them. Mum was still alive at the time, so I was going to have to take her with me. What a state I get into. So you'd be surprised at how many people really do, oh, it's a terrible fear, but retrain your brain to think positively. Okay. Lynette Bradley, you're amazing. I'm so depressed and hurt. I'm so sorry to hear that. What does that mean, milestone follower? Gillian Logan, you've got it as well. What does that mean? Anne Simpson, you're just a follower. You're not a milestone follower. Cheryl Cook is an anniversary follower. What the Hollyoaks Omnibus does all that mean? Not seen that before. So my next one is for Tina VanCamp. You've come up a few times tonight. I think you're on my healing list. I'll take you off the card list, obviously. Your question is, does my dad have anything to tell me? Okay, bear with. I'm picking up on two spirits. I'm picking up on, I think, your mum and your dad. I hope I've not just written your mum off. Is your mum in spirit as well, Tammy? I pick up on a very dark, handsome man, mild-mannered, family man, worked hard for his family, was very unassuming, huge funeral. Sorry, I'm just trying to tune into your photograph. And yeah, he's with his wife, so I'm assuming that's your mum, who he adored. He absolutely adored her. I don't feel that theirs was an easy life, but it was a happy life. What your dad is telling you, Tammy, is that you need to stop blaming yourself for something that you feel you did right or wrong where your daddy was concerned. We all make mistakes. You were a very, very good daughter. You were a very good daughter. And you're a very, very good mother. And they're very proud of you. Who just got the tick bite? Somebody just got a tick bite, Tammy, today. Your daddy says, a bit of a cryptic one here, don't give up on him. He will turn a corner, make you very proud. Relating to his grandson, I think. So that's relating to your son. Don't give up on him. I'm getting quite worrying vibes about your son, although you've not put his photograph in. Your son is a gorgeous boy, a lovely boy, but he's his own worst enemy, and he's definitely got an addictive personality. I hope this isn't too personal, but is he a user? Because your daddy is saying that he will turn the corner. And he's such a good boy, that's a shame. I hope that helps you, Pep. I hope that helps you. Hello, Donna Alison. Katie Long. Yes, positive goes a long way. Thank you, Katie. You helped me with this. I have practiced with your help. I'm glad to hear it, Katie Long. It's lovely. Laurie. No, it's gone up. Pauline Kelly. Hello, Karen Brown. I need glasses, guys. Get me to a blooming optician this week. Karen Barrett. What the heck's your name? I missed it. It's gone. It looked like Crown Baron or something. Hello, Glenda Ann Taylor. Fiona McKenzie. I get like that. I keep thinking Katie's seen something bad and is avoiding me. No, I'm not. Katie just gets very behind with her deadlines, but I get there in the end. So I take it that was an answer to somebody. Answer to somebody else. Let me see what notes I've got here. I've got some notes as well. Okay, let me go in here and scroll up and scroll down. A lot of people on from Barhead tonight. Yvonne Leach Riddock. Are you from Barhead? Because I went to school with Leaches and with Riddocks. Hi, Lindsay Campbell. And Eileen Kirkpatrick. Yeah, mums always worry. But a lot of mums worry ridiculously so. Hello, Mary Hutchison. Thanks for joining. So Yvonne Leach Riddock, starting college tomorrow, not sure which career path to take. I'm hoping for some kind of counselling. Can you guide me if I'm headed in the right direction? I thought that was Dolly coming in there with mouse, but it's Murphy. Hello, Murphy. Coming to say hello. Something spooked him. Hello. Come and say hello. Come and say hello. Hello. This is Murphy. Look how cute he is. Right, walk off then. Yvonne, I think you will change career, change course. You'll do this first year, and then I think you'll change course. So, but you're going in the right direction. There's so many. Counselling has so many different types of. There's so many different types of counselling. But at least you're in the right field. You might not be in the right spot within that field, but at least you are in the right field. Okay, so that's a good. Olivia Burst has joined. Hello, Olivia. That's my granddaughter. And McGinn. Hello, you've joined. Sorry, guys, I'm just reading. Do other people that do lives take time out to read? My nose always gets itchy when I come on. I wonder why that is. It's a nervous thing. I don't feel nervous, but it maybe is a nervous thing because it always does get itchy. I was watching somebody on an interview recently. It was somebody like one of the Eagles or something, and he was constantly scratching his nose, and I thought, well, he's been putting some wee white powder up there. I can assure you I haven't. I can't even put Beckies up my beak. Hate anything going up my nose. That's why I would make a rubbish junkie. Don't like needles and I don't like anything going up my nose. So Josie Steele, will my daughter ever be happy? You feel she's wasting her life and wasting her education, and maybe she is, but she is happy, and she's happy with her partner, and I think she has a baby. Am I right? She's happy with her baby. I feel she will pick up her education at around, you don't see what age she is, but I think she is quite young. She'll pick up her education again, but not until about the age of 30. And the baby's father is here to stay, and he isn't that bad. It could be a lot worse. It really could be a lot worse. I think his biggest fault is that he's maybe a bit immature, but he doesn't go out to the pub every night. He doesn't spend all his wages on gambling or booze, and he doesn't, you know, he's good to her. He loves her. He does love your daughter, and he absolutely adores that wee gorgeous chops baby. They'll make it as a family. Murphy's back in, eating my feet. Yeah, they're going to make it as a family, Josie. Baby number 2 will not arrive until your daughter's in her late 30s. Oh, golly. So that's nearly 20 years of a gap between her 2 kids. There's 16 years between my Natalie and Athena. So that's nearly 20 years of a gap. That will be like having two only children, because that's what it was like for me. It was like I had two, Natalie was 16, so it was like having 2 only childs. You know what I'm trying to say. Hi, Donna Alison. Hello, Shirley Ann Ross. How are you tonight, my wee pet? Worrying a wee bit less about things, I hope. Hello, Elizabeth Patterson. That's an anniversary follower again. It is very strange. Please remember to share, guys, and like, and share and like. Apparently Facebook like that. You know how I was always getting sent to Facebook jail, so apparently that stops it. So if you could, I've also got something on the back burner, which I can't tell you about at the moment, but for that to work, which will benefit you guys, it will benefit me too, but it'll benefit you guys, and I need lots of likes, and I need lots of joins, and I need lots of numbers. And it's not just to have as many numbers as Sally Morgan. You know, I'm obsessed with Sally Morgan. It's not because of that, it's because of something that I got up my big wide sleeve. So please get people to join, sign up, and share, and like. And I will love you. Hello, Mary Hutchison. Brenda Anderson, been to see you. Anything tonight? Yes, I remember you very well. I do indeed. Remember, guys, that the page that you're all on, that you're watching this on, you cannot post photographs. So it's all fine putting up nice wee comments, etc. But I need the photograph. So to do that, you have to go over to my group, the blog, my letters page that I've added Ghost Whisperer to. And that's where you put your photographs in the comments there. Hello, Dorothy. I've not heard of you. You must be up late because you're abroad, aren't you? You must be up late or down earlier. Are you 5 hours behind or something, maybe? So it's lovely to read your comments here on this page that we're on, that you're watching me on. But you can't post your photographs, so I can't really give you an answer. You need to go over to Katie Coyne, My Psychic Eyes blog, The Ghost Whisperer, which is my group page. And on the comments, I've tried to explain this. I'm trying to explain this for you. Maybe I'm making it very, very complicated. So you watch me on here, but you post your photograph, your question, your date of birth on the group. Okay, on the Ghost Whisperer group. Alrighty. Jodie Lang, or Lang, is that? Why do you think my marriage didn't work? Why are you asking me? No, seriously. Why are you asking me? Do you not know, darling? You've been thinking about this a lot. I know that. I get the feeling that you've been thinking about this a lot. I get the feeling that you're about to be married again. And I think you probably just want to know what happened and what went wrong. And he wasn't a bad guy at all. So I think he feels exactly the way you did. And I think the reason it didn't work is exactly the same. You were too young. You were both very young, very excitable, not ready for commitment, money worries, etc. And I know that you were madly in love, but he did love you. He did love you, and I know that you loved him. And it's just one of these things. Sometimes, pet, if it walks like a duck and it talks like a duck, it's a duck. And it just didn't work because you guys were too young. You will marry your partner. You're older and wiser and you're ready. So you will marry your partner and have babies with him. So second time lucky. Sorry it didn't work out the first time. You're very determined, aren't you? And despite your parents saying that you shouldn't marry, and probably his parents saying you shouldn't marry, you went on ahead and got married. Donna Alison's asking, is her boss always going to be an arsehole? I didn't like to swear. But yeah, frankly. Frankly, yes. So, Jodie Lang, very good vibes about this future marriage, and I'm sorry that it didn't work first time. Alrighty, hope that helps. Elizabeth Patterson, will my health get better after a few falls? Again, you see I don't have your photograph here. But something is telling me, Elizabeth, that you haven't been diagnosed properly. Have you been tested for Meniere's disease? Which I think, not a doctor, but I think it's to do with an inner ear. It's a balance thing. So, in answer to your question, your health will get better if this gets diagnosed, because if it gets diagnosed, then it will get treated. And you're falling over. You're feeling dizzy before you're falling over. Yeah, no, I would go back. Message me if you like after this, and tell me what kind of tests you've had, if any. I think that there's either a misdiagnosis here or a non-diagnosis, and I think we need to have this diagnosis in order to get you the medication that you need. I think you do have a lifelong condition, not a life-threatening condition, but a lifelong condition. All right, Elizabeth Patterson, anniversary follower. Carol Ann Crossy. Oh, Pet, you've been asking this every time, and now I'm going to finally answer you. Will you get the voluntary job that you asked about? Absolutely, you will. Yes, you'll get your job. And you're such a sweetie for doing it voluntary. But I'm looking at a very, very nurturing person here. Somebody who can't see a wee scabby dog walk past them in the street, but they've got to go and pick it up and attend to it and make sure it's all right. So yes, you will get the voluntary job, and they will be blooming lucky to have you, let me tell you. And if they don't believe it, get them to phone me and I'll tell them. So yes, I think you will get that job. Although you're capable of doing a job that's not voluntary. But if you want to do voluntary, then great. Then that's great. I'm going to try and scroll up. I don't like touching this laptop because in case I cut off. So I'm not going to scroll up. Just repost your questions or your comments if I've not mentioned you. Okay. Yeah, I've done that one. See, there we go. Still there? Said page unresponsive. Somebody tell me if we're still there. Hello. Still got my sweaty eyes. Did I just cut off again? It's all these ghosts, I'm sure of it. Can somebody reply if I'm still on? Because it's saying page unresponsive. Christy Notes mentioned me in a comment. I seem to be still live. I think I'm still on. Okay, I'm going to carry on as if I'm still on. Hi, yeah, Rachel Lawson has joined. Yeah, I think I'm still on. I don't know why the page become unresponsive there. I think it's all these. I think it's all these spirits. It keeps moving. I keep going from a small screen to a big screen, and so I'm kind of going like this. So somebody's pressing buttons and somebody's up to no good. Okay, let's do a card. I did promise somebody else a card. Joan Nelson. Where's my cards? Joan Nelson. Okay. Joan Nelson, are you still there? See, there's all these lovely comments on here, but you can't post. Does anybody know of a way that you can post while doing live? Because that would just be great without me having to go over here. I don't think you can do it, but maybe we need to look into Instagram or YouTube or something like that. And I'm definitely going to look into a text service, because that's a good way to do it. You can send me a text with your question and your photograph, and then I can just read it out. And Bob's your uncle. Claire Michael, I swear every time I ask a question I get skipped. I'm really paranoid just now. That's a few now, and you read everyone's surrounding. Maybe I should chill out. Chill out, darling. I will get to you. I'm trying my best. I am trying my best. Gail Lindsay, love the live again tonight. Thank you, Gail. Right, so we've picked a card for Lisa Marie Allen. Oh, it's a lovely card. Pick the star card. You see it? The star card is you've heard of the god Isis, Isis. So all the farmers, this is mythical, obviously, but all the farmers, they hadn't had rain for months and months and months and months, and the star of Isis was watching this and watching the farmers starve and their families starve and so on. So there's terrible drought, and all their crops are wasted. So the star of Isis came and gave them lots and lots of rain, and their crops grew and they all survived, and they were all able to feed their family and everything. So above all else, the star is a great card of hope. It's a healing card, and it talks about a health problem in the past, but one that's now been resolved. So quite a few meanings, because it also talks about finances improving. It's just a very good omen card. The star. Somebody with gynecological, easy for me to say, problems that do need looked at. Remember in the olden days, ladies, we used to get these things called D&Cs, and they were great They got rid of the gynae problems, and 10 years later they came back, and then we got them again, and it cleared it again. You don't seem to get that anymore. So it really is a very, very good card. The Star, very healing card. And it really is a very, very good omen. So after drought and after a barren time where things maybe weren't so smooth, the Star tells us not that it's going to rain heaps and heaps on you, but that you are going to get you're healing, you're coming through it, and it's a great omen. Alrighty. Brenda Anderson, let's do your card. Hello, Anne Aitken and Nancy McEwen Finn. Right, Brenda Anderson, I'm going to pick you a card. You write your name down because my memory is rubbish. And I've forgotten it already. Brenda, just remember it was Brenda. So, Brenda, you have picked the Two of Cups. Did that come over earlier? Did that card come over earlier? Yeah, there you're there. Brenda Anderson. Card, please. This is it. Look at how lovely this card is. This is a man and a woman. And a great big flying line above them. And they've got two cups, and they just can't see anybody but each other. They've only got eyes for each other. It's a very close bonding, forming card, merging of man and woman, eyes for no one else. Can also talk of mending fences with a friend or an ex-partner. And in fact, I mean, it's a card of balance and sharing and commitment, and it's a lovely card. Again, it's quite a spiritual card, and it could also be that you and a sworn enemy will call a truce. Now, a sworn enemy doesn't have to be exactly that. A sworn enemy, it could be you don't go in with one of the kids, or you don't go in with a family member. So sworn enemies may be a bit dramatic, but what it does talk of is truces and balance, and it's a very, very nice card. And if you're in a relationship, then there's a very close bond forming, and if you're not in a relationship, then you're going to meet somebody who you will have eyes for nobody else. So that's nice. That is nice. That's a lovely one. Geraldine Freer, hi Katie from Wicklow, Ireland. Should I work on my relationship or leave it and walk away? Thanks, chick. I'll pick a card just for that, Geraldine Freer, and see if it answers it for you, seeing as I don't have a photograph. Geraldine Freer. I think that's maybe the omen there, Freer. You've picked the Three of Pentacles. Did you just have a lot of work done in your house? Or are you planning to have a lot work done in your house? This talks about a craftsman at his work, a craftsman at work. It talks of three's company, two's company, three's a crowd. So, Geraldine Freer, I think you need to be free. I think that there is a somebody there who will make you happier, and you need to let this person in because you deserve happiness. And although that might sound a bit cruel towards your partner, if you're unhappy in this relationship, he's going to be unhappy in this relationship. He might not want to admit it. In fact, I get the feeling that he does brush things under the carpet. But you need to set him free as well as set yourself free. I think you are both unhappy in this relationship, yeah. And I think you have had, you know, it shouldn't be this hard work. I know that they say a path with no obstacles goes nowhere, but equally, if it's that blinking difficult, then that's a surefire sign that fate's saying, no, this isn't right. So I would get out of that relationship, set you free and set him free. And you know, it's often the hardest part isn't the leaving, it's the living with this toxicity and unhappiness. And doesn't mean that there's masses of rows and fighting and all that kind of thing, but there's nothing worse than being unhappy and feeling trapped. So I think you should get out of the relationship, but not only for your own sake, for his sake too. Free yourself and free him to find love. But I think that there is somebody there already in the background for you. This, either your partner that you're with just now is either got to do with woodwork or joinery or something like that, as a craftsman in some way, or the guy that I see you meeting will have that skill, and it really is a skill. It really is a skill. So that was for Geraldine Freer. Okay, guys, how am I doing? Not pissing anybody off yet, am I? With my okay, scroll to scroll. Fiona, another one from Barhead. Promise you I'm not just checking these ones from Barhead, guys. I'm truly not. Guides on her. I get thrown out the guides. I was in the guides in Barhead. And I'm a Leo, so I'm not a particularly conventional person, and I've never had a boss. I've always worked for myself, and I've always been a bit loud. I know that'll surprise you, but with the guides, we went to see Cinderella at Christmas with the guides, and it was a guy called, I wonder if anybody remembers him, Alan Stewart. And I just thought Alan Stewart was gorgeous. I'd only be about 11, I started young. And I just thought he was gorgeous. So whenever Alan Stewart was playing buttons, and whenever Cinderella, he asked Cinderella to marry him, didn't he? And Cinderella said no, and I shouted out, "I'll marry you!" Oh well, the brown owl, or whatever they were called, the guide woman, was not happy at all and phoned my mother. I was mortified. And I wasn't allowed back into the guides, only because I told Alan Stewart that I wanted to marry him. I was only about 11, innocent enough. Okay. So I don't know where that came from. Why did I start telling you that wee story? Yeah, so we're looking at Fiona Conboy from Barhead. What can you tell me about my eldest son and third son? I'm just looking at their photographs. Yeah, so I messaged you, I put a comment on the, hello Helen Bennett Snadden, it's your little kitty Cuddles, and I will talk to you tonight, I promise, about what we were talking about earlier. Yeah, so Fiona Conboy, that's a funny name. I don't know Conboys from Barhead. So what can I tell you about your eldest son? Is take it that's the boy in the blue, and your third son, is that the boy in front of you with the red top? Your third son, I pick up I actually pick up on a daughter, I pick up on a wee girl, and she's a wee firecracker. Um, performer, performer plus. Um, definitely destined for the stage. So she's a wee independent, strong-willed chick. You know, what do you know? You're only the mum kind of thing. You know, she's, I don't know what age she is, 8 going on 18. But she's very, very athletic. Did she have a bad fall recently, your daughter? Did she do something where she climbed? What did she be doing that she climbs? Be very careful of her climbing. Anyway, she is definitely going places in life because she knows what she wants and she will get there. She'll definitely get there. She's a hard working wee thing, although she's quite a wee diva and everything's larger than life. And you know, she comes home from school and the school bag gets taken off like for you just to pick it up. But she's actually a wee sweetheart, and she will go very far in life. With regards to one of your sons, I'm picking up on bullying. Is one of your sons being bullied, Fiona? Um, I feel your oldest son has challenges. Moody, and is it him that's been bullied? Did you know about this and you thought it stopped? Because it hasn't stopped. It's not been dealt with, so get that sorted out. Um, he's such a sensitive boy, your oldest boy. He's a lovely boy. Your third son, I'm not worried so much about him because I feel that he is hysterically funny. He's always got you guys in kinks and he's seriously witty, and that's what's going to get him through life, is that sense of humour. He comes away with these one-liners and you're like, wow, did that really just come out of that tiny wee mouth? He is really, really funny. But watch the fall for your daughter. I don't know what she's climbing. She do acrobats or something like that, where she would maybe climb up. I don't know. But anyway, I feel that the wee soul could have a bad fall and hurt her ankle that could periodically bother her for the rest of her life. So we want to avoid that at all costs. Um, let me have another wee scroll then. I hope that was of some help to you, Fiona. Okay. Hi from Spain, Katie. Very worried about my immediate future. Living here. Please may I have a card? Let's do a card for you. Yeah, there's a lot of people that are worrying about there's a lot of people worrying about Brexit and how that's going to affect their future. So pick any card. Pick a card, pick a card, pick any card. This time we've got the 9 of Wands. Right, so this is a self-explanatory card. Look at this dude. He's injured. He's got this bandage on his head. So that means that his head is bursting with dilemmas and decisions and all this kind of thing. Look at how these 9 of Wands, or sorry, because this is the 9 of Wands, look at the 8 Wands that are all behind him. And this is him not being able to make a decision. And then he finally does. But the fact that he's got this thing on his head symbolises that that it's been it's been a head flip. You know, it's been a head. It's been a big decision. So that's you. It's been a big decision. It will be a big decision. You will make the right decision. Because look, you're grabbing that one wand there. and leaving the other 8 behind. So yeah, you're making the right decision, and I think the decision is that you will come home, that you won't stay in Spain. Which is a shame. Nobody really knows how this Brexit thing's going to go and how it's going to affect us. And the very fact that our hands and our lives and our future is all in the hands of Boris Johnson is flipping terrifying. Lorraine McCurdy, can I? Yes, I can do a healing for John. I will do a healing for John. Yep, I will. I know I've said this before, but I just wish I could talk to you all instead of me being the only one. Hello, Lynn Oliver, where have you been? I've been on for an hour and 15 and you've just joined us. How very, very dare you. Donna Alison, should I change my job to be a carer? Yes. Yes, you should. Have you done that in the past, am I right? You're certainly very, very good with hands-on people. You don't like all the paperwork and all the politics, but you're a very, very kind girl, and you're very, you hate any kind of injustice, or, you know, if you're standing in the line at the supermarket and some snooty cow's been horrible to the checkout assistant, that bugs you. That really bugs you. Here, I was talking about the checkout at Tesco. I was there the other day, no bra on, no makeup on, with Grampy, and I got asked out on a date. How do you think of that then? Me, who's been on my own for so long, his name was John and he was from Glasgow and he had lovely eyes. So I don't know if I'm going to go. I'll keep you posted. I don't think I am going to go because I've got a busy week coming up, but nice to be asked, isn't it? It's nice to be asked. But I was looking like shit. So, okay, Matthew. Take it that's not your proper name, but Matthew from Queensland. Would like some guidance on my current circumstances and who is the family member in spirit. Matthew. Was Miss Donnelly Brown Owl? Anne McDonald's asking. I don't know. She lived in Diverny away, I remember that much. I know, imagine chucking me out the guides. I'd have made a good guide. I cannot bear being told what to do. Anne McDonald, Fiona's grandma was Jimmy McGorham. Don't know who that is. Yeah, that was my wee story of getting thrown out the guys. Oh, I could tell you stories, guys, about me. Doesn't matter where I go, there's drama, and I don't invite it. It just follows me. Anyway, Matthew from Queensland. You seem fearful just now, you're self-doubting. There's a male in uniform around you who you are very alike in looks. Says you're doing a great job. I don't know what he means by that. You're doing a great job. I don't think he's talking about your career. You just had a baby? Did you just have a baby, Matthew? I hope you didn't call him Matthew, because then it would be Matthew. So this male in uniform, older definitely, I would say he's a grandfather figure rather than a father figure. He's a couple of generations back. He's telling you to aim higher. You're very bored career-wise. You keep saying you don't like change, Matthew. You like your stability, and you like to know, you like routine and structure and all of that. Everything that I don't like, that I was just saying that I don't like. Um, but I want you to aim higher. You're bored career-wise. You could do it with your hands behind your back, and it's not what you expected. So when you say the time's not right, it's a bit like planning a baby. The time's never right. There'll always be something, there'll always be a new career or a holiday or a house extension or something along these lines. So the time's never right. Go for it. You're young, you're intelligent looking, you've got a great support system around you. Bite the bullet, bite the bullet, because you won't regret it. And that is a strong vibe. You won't regret it. You don't like change, but in the past 18 to 24 months, you've had a massive change in your life. Is that the baby, or is that something else? You were very afraid of that at the start, but look how happy you are now, and you've got used to it. And there's another baby coming. So I think there's a baby here, and there's another one coming, rather than no baby here yet, but one coming. I think there is another one coming. So I hope that helps you. Your male spirit, I think, is your grandfather. There's a lot of drinkers, I think, in your family, and a lot of men that were very. It's funny that you're in Australia, because they're very kind of English with a stiff upper lip, where they don't show their feelings, and they don't, they sort of rule with a rod of iron, as it were. But you've broken that mold, and maybe your daddy did too. But you've definitely broken the mold, because you're so kindly, and you will be a great father. I think you are a father already. I might be wrong, but I think I'm right that you are a father already. And look at how much you're just doting that wee guy. Hello, Heather Wilson McKinnon. You've just joined. You've broken the mold, yeah. So you don't have that children should be seen and not heard attitude. You're much more in favour of just adoring your children. I don't think there's any more. I think the biggest thing you can give your child is kisses and cuddles and loves. And Donna Alison, you feel bullied at work. Well, don't put up with it. You can't change these bullies. What you can change is how you deal with it. How dare they bully you? I can't stand a bully. Cannot stand them. Go in tomorrow. I always used to say this to my girls. That I'm going to scream here, so beware. I used to say to my girls, if anybody bullies you or comes at you, right, you ready? You want to go like this. Please, I can come at you. And then the bully is going to go, oh my God, she's a nutter, and get so frightened that they'll back off. So you go into work tomorrow and you do that, act like a crazy woman. You just watch them. If they think you're crazy, you just watch them back off. Don't allow them to bully you. How very dare they? Not having it. Send me a picture and I'll put bad vibes on them. Heather Wilson, will you pass your driving test? Is this your first or second time? Because I think your first time you're like this. You're up, white knuckle and on the wheel. You're nervous, but you actually know what you're doing. So I think it's going to be a second time. I think you will feel first time, only because you are so blooming nervous. And there is something that you can go to your GP and get a beta blocker, and that can counteract the adrenaline and whatnot, and doesn't make you dopey or anything like that. So that might be worth a while. But I certainly think Helen Craig, the B word. B word. Does that mean? Fiona Conboy, thank you, Katie. You described her as if you know her. Oh, that was your wee daughter. Fiona, what is it that she's climbing? Can you tell me what she's climbing that she could fall at? That's Fiona Conboy. Anne McDonald's also saying, described her to a T. Thank you guys for that. It's always nice to get validation. It's always nice. So guys, where was I? Don't allow the bullying, just don't allow it. People see, I saw this happen with Mum all the time. My mum was the kindest, most generous, soft-hearted woman in the world, and people took advantage of it. And I watched that my whole childhood, and was often like a Rottweiler when I became an adult with anybody that tried to do her down. Laura Lawson, you seem to be comments that were written about 25 minutes ago, just so you know. Oh, do I? Okay, I'm going between the two and I'm grabbing whatever I can, Laura. You're a sharer, thanks for sharing, darling. We do need to figure out a better way of doing this, that's for sure. But guys, I'm doing my best. I really am doing my best. So maybe my comments aren't. I'm frightened to touch this computer in case I'm frightened to touch this one where I've got the camera in case I cut you off again. Okay, let's see what we've got over here. So don't put up with that bullying. Go in there and just imagine it was one of your kids or a sister or somebody, or your mum or somebody that you loved. What would you do then? You would absolutely annihilate them. So don't be having any of it. Just don't. Hate bullies. Okay, whenever we scroll up here. Heather Wilson, did I just answer you there about your driving test? April. I don't know how to pronounce it. HWFFEL. Do you see me getting my 2 grandchildren again? I haven't seen them for 8 months due to major problems in the family. And you look so sad. You need to stop smoking, April. If you don't smoke, someone around you smoking, I'm worried about your lungs. And I'm also picking up in pain around you. So you need to get some, you need to look after yourself, look after your health. I'm talking to you there as if you're there, you're here. Look after your health. I think that we've got a fair bit to go yet with these grandchildren. They've been held hostage. By that I mean they've been held as pawns, and that's the problem. Yes, you will see them, and you'll certainly see them in their teens and in their adulthood, but you're missing out on an awful lot of lovely young times with them, and that's rotten. Because I don't know the story, so I shouldn't really comment, but you certainly deserve to see your grandchildren. So, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think it could be, we could be looking at 3 years. So it's 8 months already. So, another 2 years, 4 months or thereabouts. Darling, I'm sorry. Denise Turner, you go on a date with John and have some fun. Did I tell you? Did I just tell you about that? God, my girls will be going, oh, Mum, you just have verbal diarrhea. And Lorraine McCurdy says, if it's my John, you can't have him. You can't just. What are you saying? Wait a minute, to see if I can scroll down to see the rest of your comment. No, he was single because he told me that this was all at Tesco at the checkout, and then walking out to the car. And I had Grampy with me as well. So he was a Glaswegian, big Glaswegian guy, brilliant sense of humour, which I miss. Obviously, I'm a Glaswegian and absolutely hilarious. And I miss the Glasgow humour. So it was really, really good just to chat. And you know, when we came out, he works for a delivery company, I think it was, and he had a white Mercedes van. He's going, look, I've got a white Mercedes, but it was in a disabled spot, and I'm an absolute dick when it comes to people that park in disabled spots when they're not disabled. So I'm saying to get your van out of there, and he says, I broke an eyelash last week. Well, that was quite funny. So no, I don't think I'm going to go out with him. Certainly not this week because I've got a very busy week ahead. Then I'm going to a festival at the weekend. And then I'm going to a party the following weekend. My goodness, I've not been out so much in years. So I'm looking forward to all that. So I might pick him up later on. I wrote my number on his shopping with a pink felt tip pen. That's all I had. Anyway, enough about that. I shouldn't have told you that. That was naughty of me. But listen, guys, if anybody gets any vibes on me or my mum or daddy or Bryn or anything, please do tell. Because I know that there's psychic people out there. I know some of you are psychic. And I would love to hear what you all say. So I'm now looking at Joanne. Joanne, everybody's got, I know that you're not actually called Joanne. Joanne, you'll be called Joanne. Hello, my lovely. I worry so much about my son. Will he be okay health-wise, both emotionally and physically? I've asked you already to post me your son, photograph of your son. Siobhan McBurney, what have we to do about Lexi's education, please, Katie? She's born in 2012, so she's 7. Help would be greatly appreciated. I think you have to look into. She's another one that's very easily bored, but I think she does need help, and I think you need to fight for that. Get the wee soul the help she needs. She's got it. She's got it. She's got the academic ability, but it's as if it's not translating from here to the page. So I would definitely get the help that you need, Siobhan, because she looks an absolute wee darling. Those big bright eyes, very, very old-fashioned. She's definitely been here before. Possibly as your gran or somebody like that. She's an absolute wee cracker. And again, we're looking at somebody that's really, really, she's a really sweet wee thing. And she gets all excited about things. Right, Katie, Megan, Sheriff, you can have a card. I'll just pick the first one that comes to my hand. And it's a wands again, and that's the 8 of wands. This talks about you moving overseas. You thinking about moving? I know that we live on the river, and I know that, I don't know if you still live locally, but I know you used to. Are you thinking about moving overseas? The wands again would talk of growth. A lot of mistakes were made in the past, and you can't do anything about that, but you're going a long way to making up for it. There's a lot of toxic, not a lot, there's some toxic people in your life that you need to get out of your life, and I think this is where the moving away could come in. I don't think you're going to settle locally. I think you're going to move away. The 8 of wands is it is a battle card, so life is hard. I know that life's hard for everybody, but life is hard at the moment for you, pet. And I think the answer is to look further afield, look away from this area and see what comes up, see what opportunities there are. Or is it something that you've already thought about? I definitely don't feel local is where you should be. And remember that even though this is a battle card, battles have to come to an end. And I think that you're very near the end of that. this particular battle. Life's ups and downs, so we know that there'll be problems further down the line. Deb, hello my lovely. Gotta go, Katie, Helen, Craig. Hope to catch up with you another time. Thank you, loved listening to you. Thanks, Helen. Milestone follower, must find out what all that means. Night night, Helen. Hello, Deb. Calf. Yes, you can go on my healing list. I'll do that. My healing list I'm going to do tonight from midnight till 1. Where did I put my healing list? Livy had said she was going to come through and give me a wee hand so that I don't keep losing things. And guess what? She didn't, and I lost things. So yeah, I will add you to my list, Kath, with my pleasure, darling. Let me just recap, guys, on what I need you to do. Prick your ears up and listen very, very carefully. Until such times as we get a better system going, I will always be on this My Psychic Eyes blog like page. Please like the page. And yeah, Island Kirkpatrick, for some reason it won't let me post a picture. Sorry, darling, I don't mean to be sarcastic, but that's been the problem for 3 weeks. What you have to do, guys, is watch me on here, on the blog, that's got the blue poem at the top, but put your question and your date of birth and your photograph into the comments on my Ghost Whisperer page, which has got the black and white picture of me. And I've added the Ghost Whisperer title after my last book so that you know where to go. I think it's quite straightforward. I'm going to, after tonight, after I finish tonight, I'm closing down all these questions so far because I am all over the place. So I'm going to close them all down and I'm going to open up a new one for my next live feed, which I think is going to be Wednesday. And then I think it'll be a while before there's one after that, at least a week. So I'm going to close everybody down and take no more comments on old posts. I'm going to open up a new post over on Katie Coyne, My Psychic Eyes blog, The Ghost Whisperer, the one with the black and white photograph. And there I want you in the comments, if you want to get answered on Wednesday, put your question and your photograph and your date of birth in the comments, so it's all in the one place. Okay, thank you. Katie, is my lost spare car key in my house? Jacqueline Cleveley. Yes, it is in. It's in a drawer, a kind of man drawer that Michael McIntyre would talk about, and it's in a manual. So did you buy something recently, like a washing machine or a Foreman grill or something that would come with a manual, and the key is slipped in the manual? Okay, hope you find that. Sometimes on this, even though you can't post your photographs, I can get a wee skeck at your profile pic, but it's not always that clear. Yeah, so I'm going to take advice on where we can do this all in the one thing, so that I can read your photographs, read your comments, and see your photographs and just answer like that, instead of having to go backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards. But it can't be done in Facebook, this much I know. So we have to find another way to do it, whether it's YouTube or whatever. But so that's what I need you to do, just to recap, guys. Go over onto Katie Coyne, My Psychic Eyes blog, The Ghost Whisperer. Put all your, that's also my letters page where I put my letters. My blog, I call it my blog, and what my blog is where I, Dear Katie, and then people write their question, their letter, and I answer. So that's what the blog is. So they're both blogs, but one's a like page, the one that we're on just now, and one's a group. So over on the group, put your photograph and your question, your date of birth into the comments. Don't do it just now because I'm going to open up a new one when I'm finished here tonight. And then, so if I've not answered you, you can feel free to repeat your question, because I am going to shut down all of these ones because I'm working between about 6 different posts. So thank you, Caroline Cross. You're saying I'm doing great. Thank you, Pet. Laura Lawson, you're doing great. I'm not criticising you. I'm making you aware, because if you were looking at the comments coming in immediately, then you can see our reaction and feedback. Yeah, that's true. So we need to find a way to do it, because you can't, on the live stream, you can't post your photograph. That's the problem that I'm facing. So, yeah. So there we go. We'll find another way to do it. It might mean all switching over to YouTube or Instagram or something like that. But at the moment, this is working out fine, because I don't, as long as you don't mind me going like this, and then that's fine. Okay, so here I go doing that again, and I'm going to see what else has come over. Carol Bro Leg, I'm going to put you on my healing tonight. Fiona McKenzie on my healing. Trina Flanagan on my healing. Fiona McKenzie's daughter on my healing. Catherine Smith on my healing. KMC McCrimmon, I'll put your daughter on for her conference. I'll put her on the healing. Katie Adamson, how will my daughter cope being a mother? She's very young. What age does that make her? 16. And she's pregnant. I was pregnant at 16 with my Natalie. And don't tell teenagers this, but it was the best thing I ever did, because we really got to grow up together, and it was lovely. But then I had such support from mum and daddy and the boys, such a lot of support from my family. So it was easy for me. It's not always easy for people. How will she cope with this? She will, well, she'll do what we all did, darling. She'll cope. She'll have to cope. You'll be there for it. I know that you're all a wee bit shocked and stunned at the moment. But by the time this baby comes along, you'll all love this baby so much. And I actually think your daughter at the moment is quite immature, even though she's only 16. She's only a baby herself, but she's a very immature 16-year-old. Wasn't that kind of long ago that she stopped believing in things like Mickey and Minnie Mouse and all this. But having the baby, she'll love it. She will love this baby, and it really will be an overnight. She'll grow up overnight. She'll be like Mother Earth. She'll try to do the delivery with no pain meds. Nutter. Try and get her to get out of that. I'd get that idea out of her head. Because it's very painful. And she'll do the breastfeeding and you know, she'll really sort of get down and dirty with her child, really down on the floor, and yeah, she's Mother Earth. She's going to make a lovely wee mum. So I think you're going to be very proud of her. This was just, I think this might even just have been the one time. I don't see the boy in her life. I don't see the father in her life. If you don't know who the father is, it is who you suspect it is. I suspect that your daughter's not telling you because she doesn't want you to get into trouble. But he comes from a family that will not think to support you. They'll blame your daughter for getting pregnant, like their son had nothing to do with it. So frankly, you're better off without them. I think if that's, you know, that kind of toxic situation around a child is never good. Your daughter will marry and have children to her husband, and he'll take on the baby and be very, very happy. Your daughter will also go into teaching. Obviously, this has put a slight span on the works, but with your help and with other help and support, she will go to university, and she will get a teaching degree, and she will become primary school teacher, which will be good because it means that she'll get the school holidays off. Just make sure she gets a job in the area that you guys live in, otherwise she won't necessarily get the same holidays. My eyes are sweating, guys, because of my fake eyelashes. For those that have just joined me, I put on fake eyelashes for the first time ever in my whole life. Look, can you see them? And I feel as if my eyes are sweating. It's a horrible feeling. So I've got very good vibes about your daughter. I know that this is a span in the works, and I know that it's not what you wanted for your daughter. But babies do have this amazing ability of coming when they want to come. And this wee baby will be a joy. It truly will. And yes, it's not ideal because the dad's not in the situation and all this, but we are in the 21st century, and dads aren't always in the situation. You know, they're not always in the picture. And sometimes that's sad, and sometimes it's absolutely for the better. Between you and your husband and your other children, you will support your daughter, and you'll help her get to university and be a mum and get her qualifications and have a life. So you're a good close family, good close knit family. So that's nice. That's a nice one. And truly, although you're shocked just now, by the time the baby comes, you will just be absolutely daft about it. Matthew has commented. What's Matthew said? Scroll down here, guys, sorry. Do you hear my lovely spiritual music in the background? Do you hear it? It's nice, isn't it? Some gorgeous scenery on it as well that I'd like to paint now that I'm a painter. It's a laugh, isn't it, a painter? And a couple of canvases and I think I'm bloody Picasso. Right, I'm just going to read this just now and then I'm going to get back to you. Donna Alison, what happened to your brother's bracelet? What happened to your brother's bracelet? Somebody's got that bracelet, they shouldn't have it. And you know you're looking for it. And they know that you want it and they have it. Do you suspect you know who has it? They have it. Who was watching a fire today? Somebody watching a fire? Somebody on fire? Actually standing watching it? Oh, I can't find this. I'm not going to waste time looking for it. Matthew saying it's currently 9:44 GMT. Has it been alive as yet? Yes, Matthew, there has been alive as yet. And I did answer your question. So you're going to have to watch it from the start to the finish, which will be a total joy for you to get your answer. Matthew, who was were you in Queensland? I think you were, weren't you? Claire Richardson, I can kind of see your photograph there, Pet, with your, right, so will your college lead to a new career, or should you try and be happy with your current career? No. The very fact that you're having to ask that, the very fact that you're saying, will I try and be happy with my current career, absolutely means no. You don't do your training and go for something completely different. Okay? You know the answer to that question. You don't need me to tell you. So I'm glad you're doing the college course, because it definitely will lead to a new career. There's more loves going up. Can I get lots of likes and loves, guys? I'd like that. Oh, I don't know how to ask, and there's loads going up. Thank you. Can you do it more than once, or can you only do it once? I don't know how it works. I've never watched anybody doing a live. Elizabeth Brown has joined. I think you joined us late last time as well, guy. Elizabeth. See, the other thing is that this doesn't let me then scroll up. Somebody said that I was reading messages from 25 minutes ago, but it doesn't let me scroll up. Oh, I've turned on my sticky keys. Can you still hear me? Thanks, guys, for the likes and the loves. Ask and you shall be given. Oh, give me lots of likes. Give me lots of loves. And there they go. Guys, you're the best. That's why I put on my new first ever eyelashes for you tonight. I'll be a hoot getting them off. To get any vibes on where my wee dolly is, my wee dolly cat, because she is missing. She brought in a mouse, as I said at the start, and that was a week ago, and I've not been able to find her since. Brenda Dallas, I will see if you share on here, guys. It comes up sharer, so share, and I can see that you're sharing. And not all, you don't have to share to get an answer, but you will go into my free giveaway, which will run for about another week. I'm running a giveaway of 2 Skype readings, full Skype readings, valued at £100 each, and 2 full in-depth readings, big readings, the big reading valued at £90 each. And I'm also giving away 5 mini email readings. So share, like, and invite people, and like this page. If you could like this page, you're then notified. It's not just for my sake, because you're then notified every time I post something. So yeah, like the page, and I think there's a wee bit at the top, isn't it, where you like this page. It's a wee blue thing. See, there's 311 new comments, but I'm not getting to, and I'm frightened to press buttons in case I cut you off. God, that's nearly 2 hours I've been on. I could go on for hours and hours. I just love talking to y'all. I could actually sit here and go on for hours and hours. Hi Heidi, hi Kerry. I would just yap the whole night. You'd all be saying that bitch still yapping yet. I really could. I love it. I love doing this. But I just wish you could talk back to me. I wish that we could press a wee button and we could talk to each other. Can I have some more likes? More loves? Give me more likes and more likes. Yay! Oh, guys, you're the best. I only have to ask and you do it. You darlings. That one was like two wee boobies that went up there. There was two wee hearts went up together. It was like two wee boobies. Oh. Can you only do it once or can you do it loads? I don't know. I don't know. Right, let's see what else we've got then, guys. So is everybody clear? Put a like if you're clear on what you need to do to get your question answered. Thanks for all those loves and likes. A big bunch of them just went up. This that you're watching me on is my like page called Katie Coyne, my Psychic Eyes blog. It's a like page. It's the one with the blue poem at the top, the banner. Where I need you to put your questions is over on Katie Coyne, my Psychic Eyes blog, the Ghost Whisperer, which is also where I put my letters. But I've added the Ghost Whisperer, and that's the one with the black and white photograph of my mug, my gub, right across it. So in the comments there, I need you to put your message, your question, your photograph, date of birth, and if you feel like it, your location. I'll open a new one tonight and close down all the other ones and post them between now and Wednesday when I'll next be back on. I don't know when I'm going to be on after that because I've got such a lot of socialising to do, and I haven't been socialising for years, so it's going to be good. My New Year's resolution the last 5 or 6 years has been start accepting invitations to go out with your pals and your friends, and folks saying no, you're too busy. So this year, my New Year's resolution is to listen to all my other New Year's resolutions and start going out. So I'm going to a festival in Millport at the weekend, and then I'm going to a party with a very good friend the following weekend, and I'm so excited about it. So yes, I'll be on Wednesday. So wait till I open up this new post over on my black and white photograph page, the group, and then start posting your questions and your photographs, etc. And I'll be able to have a look at it. Okay. Shaz has started a game. Shaz, I can't play a game, darling. I'm doing a live. I'm on television. I'm doing a live. Tammy, I answered you, didn't I, earlier on? Shaz Cullen. Quiz Planet. I do love Quiz Planet, but I'm kind of busy at the minute, sweetie. Christy Notes. Talk of the Devil. I did answer you last week, so I'll talk to you about that privately. I think I've answered these ones. Mayda McCabe. And then married. Delaney, did I answer you about your new job? Soon need by. Freelance is the option. Freelance is definitely the option, which will give you more of a work-life balance, and you're in Kilkenny in Ireland. Caroline Heap, will the job that you accepted way back in March get the go-ahead? If so, when? You've been so patient, but you're desperate to start it. Caroline, I don't get great vibes about this. Yes, I think it will go ahead, and then it'll stop. Remember what I said about everything happening for a reason? This is happening for a reason. So although it's a bummer and you're going to be really pissed off about it, no, they're even more disorganised than me, these people. So thanks for all those loves. There's loads of them going up. So kind. Me who would never ask. Send me love, send me love. So, Caroline, so definitely a big question mark around that. Yes, it's starting, but it's not lasting. And then you'll be able to get your teeth stuck into something completely new. Okay, so that's disappointment with in disguise, a blessing in disguise. Here's a medical one. What's happening with my pelvic health right now? Alison Clarissa Willis. Would getting a hysterectomy be the best thing? And you're in Canada. I'm not a doctor. I can't comment. I can comment and I will comment, but I can't. You mustn't take what I say. It's only a vibe. It's only a vibe, and I have to stress that. I don't think you need a hysterectomy. I think a hysterectomy is not necessary. I think that there is inflammation, and I think you need to treat the pelvis. A hysterectomy is removing the womb, and I know that the pelvic. I mean, I've had children. I know that the pelvic is the pelvic area is all around that same area, but it's your pelvic bone or muscles that are the problem. Thanks for all those loves. There's hundreds of them going up. So no, I don't think you need a hysterectomy. Maybe later down the line, but at the moment, I think you need to get this swelling down in your pelvis, and that's what's needing treated. So no, I don't. A hysterectomy is a major operation, and I don't see that happening in the very foreseeable future. So I don't think it's happening, darling. And what happened to the wee dog with its sauce around its head, its lampshade? Poor wee thing. Okay, guys, as we approach the 2 hours, I'm going to bog off. Hi, Kerry Taylor. I'm just about to leave. So what have I got to remind you of yet? We're running the competition for the 2 Skype readings, which are full readings. And you see my ugly mug with them because it will be done on Skype. And there's 2 full Big Daddy readings as well, which take about 10 hours to do. And I think they're about 8,000 words or something. So they're up for grabs just by sharing, adding people to the group, adding people and having them like the group. I need to have them like the group. And if you add 100 people, you will get 100 entries. Livy and I last time sat and wrote out, we tore up wee bits of paper and we sat and wrote out the names and put it all in a top hat. Well, a spotty potty, not a top hat, spotty potty. So if you want to go into the spotty potty for these prize giveaways of these 2 Skype readings and 2 private readings, big daddy readings, share, like, add, spread the word, and same goes for the 5 mini email readings. So I'll run that for about a week, and then we'll pick the winners. Okay, you guys. I hope you've enjoyed this evening. I've got my list for healing. I will quickly run over all the comments and see if anybody has asked to be added, and I will do that. And it's 974 comments, so you know it's no wonder that I can't see all of them. But thank you for commenting. Thank you for all your likes and your loves and your smiley faces. And thank you for your never-ending support. And I'll talk to you Wednesday at 9 o'clock. Okay. Any questions, just feel free to, don't inbox me for the live chats. Inbox me for if you want an answer on my blog, the Dear Katie. Okay, lots of love to everyone. Sleep well. Night night. Love you. Bye. Yes, I want to end it. Bye, guys. No, still stuck with me. If you end this live video now, you won't. Oh.